Hello, people, and welcome to follow the Asian Cup 2025. Now it's been a good while since the last stream, um, though I don't really apologize for that. I have been at my parents, and I actually still am. So it's not as great of a streaming place because there are other people around, but yeah, there has also not been any tournaments lately, so we have had a break from those. Now you can see the lineups just above me right there. We are of course starting with Thailand versus Malaysia, and in this same stream, after the first match, we will also be witnessing the second match. That is going to be Taiwan versus Vietnam. So Thailand versus Malaysia. On table 1, we have Natpira CH versus Lega Logan. That's Logan Ganesh. Then we have a very strong Thai player, Chandrakan Glaikov versus Ernest Chia from Malaysia. Table 3, Chavin 053 versus Siu Tse Lim. That's JXIV by a nickname. On table 4, idinidad versus Neutrals 01. And finally, table 5, Gorufu versus Rambo Pang 43200. Now we do have teams from both of these teams actually, featuring some new names into the well, arena. Um, so what strikes me the most is, of course, from Thailand, Gorufu, and from Malaysia, from Malaysia, Neutrals 01, who I believe have not showed themselves on the international tournaments before today, and yeah, we'll see what they are gonna be cooking with. Now, if you do want to see a specific duel or a game, then do let me know. But because I have been an avid fan of trying to feature like simply a full duel, and I did pull this I think a couple of months ago when WTCOC was live. You guys did turn in favor of the full duel, so we'll be doing a full duel, and we will be starting with who do we start with? Um, I mean, honestly, let's go for the very wild card um, duel here with table 5 with Gorufu versus Rambo Pang. Now I am well at this point I am actually like kind of assuming that it's gonna be well maybe not just like that one-sided because Rambo does have experience, although he's all their elo is significantly um, lower than their opponents. And Gorufu actually rated just below 600, or was 600 at the time of the ratings being updated on the site. Is certainly going to be a favorite here, I would assume, but maybe we'll be seeing some surprises. Now, Thailand and Malaysia have collided in Asian Cup 2024, and that duel ended up, I think, with numbers 4-1 in favor of Thailand. So maybe we are going to be expecting a similar kind of result, maybe not. But as you can see over here, I mean, we have just a huge elo gap between really in every table. So whether that tells that the Thai scene is a bit more developed than Malaysia in general. Maybe it's about that, or maybe it's just about like just regular practice between these Thai players, and maybe Malaysian players don't play all that much between themselves. Who knows? But so far, I would have to say that Thailand is certainly going to be the favorite here. Welcome, Ian. Nice to see you always up and early in the game. So, Gorufu with two underscores for some reason. And the format is going to be 15 minutes per player. It is PGA tournaments, so the starting player is going to be chosen at random. Just like, well, this is basically VTCOC format. So it seems to be getting more popular after the changes that they made this year, switching from custom tables to the 15-minute ones to have a bit of a similar experience online in uh, as in the in-person World Championships as well, which is great, I guess. Okay, let's see if I can actually use the tools since I have had a bit of a break. Um, we have a cities for both players, also a 1 point city restricted to the two remaining starting tiles for Gorufu, and a blocked road for Rampopang, but it is already 6 points. It's going to be 7 points if this red guy ever gets out, and 7 points starts to be like, an okay amount for a blocked meeple. It's like not quite justified just yet, but it's going to be, nice to have a feature that you can kind of see that you have like a decent amount of points banked. First monastery for yellow, and it's going to be going into a decent spot of 4 points. I believe it was at the time controlling this city as well, but Garufu swiftly takes care of it. 3 more points for Garufu, and he is now in a rather nice lead. Now I want to say that this is not as great um, to cover up this side as opposed to the left side, as it would be rather difficult actually for Gorufu to block this square into a double field road city, as he would be needing a dagger. But over here, it's going to be much easier. As you can see now, any any triangle or any triple city will do that job, or even a splitter if you would want to use that. But just the point being that it's way more easy. It's way more easier to block this monastery on the right side than it is from the left side. And the tiles that you would be using for blocking as Gorufu would be less valuable than from the left side. So there's also that small benefit that Rambang would be using to, well, his benefit in that sense. Now, in the meanwhile, Rambo has managed to successfully save his city to the two remaining daggers, which is still okay. A 10-point city, a extra city to the field, which is already 9 points, maybe 12, maybe 15. It's going to be a field that Gorofu will certainly be attacking to, or at least I don't really see a reality where, or a yeah, well, a reality where Garofu is not attacking, and he does now. We can see that he does, and it's going to be a decent field fight for both players. Garufu, oof, now this is really, 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 really dangerous stuff from Garufu. Me pulling this city, which was so easily to be blocked, and it is, well, not entirely blocked, but now it is blocked. It only had one single tile to fit into this square, and even if Garufu would be getting that tile, he would be letting this yellow guy into the field. Not that it really matters, because it also has another route to get into the field via a regular curve, which Rambo draws and gets a meeple back. Now controls the field with two meeples. Now the issues for Rambo Bang is that, well, first of all, he's in a meeple disadvantage. Um, Secondly, he's going to be needing kind of like same type of tiles to multiple places. And Gorufu is ahead 16 points on the scoreboard. That's also a major problem. And yeah, there aren't really any threats, maybe except for this road monastery spot out there for Rambo. So at this point, I would definitely be saying, like without having actually calculated the points as much, that Gorofu is in a very comfortable position. So let's take a little look see at what each of these players are capable of doing here. So plus 67, so plus 25, we have plus 20, plus 18, plus 9, plus 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus minus 3, plus 1, plus 3, plus 6, plus 12, and this extra meeple for Rambo, but not necessarily even too long. Now, if Gorufu gets to go over here, maybe drops a farmer, except that Rambo gets there first, there might be a saving grace for Rambo lying just in this specific farmer right there. If he can expand this entire field by grabbing the 4 points from here and unifying everything together. But Rambo definitely needs to get more points than this. Still about, I would say, like -9 for Rambo after these field moves from both players. Welcome the Chick. Nice to see you in the chat. Not all that much for Gorufu to do, but with 4 tiles remaining in the deck, it's just about optimizing the remaining tiles and actually just grabbing as many points as you can. Now taking away city cap sounds like it could work. Could work, yeah, for sure. And it did, at least for a while, because now Rambo wasn't able to take 4 points over here and then use 2 of his meeples on his 2 last turns, but let's say plus 12. I think Grofu is still like +1, and now he just takes the ruin. Like that should be enough. I'm not gonna say for sure, but I'm like 95% certain at this point that Gorufu is gonna be winning this game with like 5 or 6 points. Now, sadly, the ideas of Rambo didn't really produce the full fruit. Wasn't able to go all the way over here to expand this field into a monstrous field, denying these 6 points from Garufu, taking these 4 points from the road, just simply because all regular curves were gone. Wow. Yeah, this is why I hold a bit of non-guarantees when it comes to point counting with yeah, I did slip that Gorufu that I thought Gorufu would actually have this, but turns out he does not. He certainly does not. As Rambo wins by 2 points. I wonder what on earth did I actually miss here? Because it didn't really seem like Rambo was like actually winning at any stage, but there's definitely something that I missed. But I mean that's kind of good because we are potentially seeing the first underdog win, and that only takes maybe the first ever match of the Asian Cup. So, do I know how to use this? Score. Yeah, looks like that's somewhat all right. Um, okay, into the second game we go, and if these are like really pacey games, then we will certainly have time to take a look at the other tables as well, which is great. So, Gorufu, at this point, really, I mean, it's going to be a bit of a tough one for really every player to lose their like first ever tournament match. And certainly, if you are like making your debut, which I believe Gorufu is, then it might just strike even more as a negative thing. And there are certainly options for Rambo to make a terrible time for Gorufu. Oh no, that's a huge miss from Rambo. A massive miss. Um, I mean, the idea is like clear, like he's continuing his city and trying to finalize the block, but like when he's already going so hard on the blocking over here, over here, and then continuing over here, then why not go over here, prevent this city from completing as Gorovo was not able to do, tie this road and the city together, and then block this square and block both of these structures at the same time, while still keeping this city totally safe. Like it's not in any danger really. Like you can just wait for a city cap, finish this, and then do that with tempo actually, because then it's gonna force Gorufu to act on this square, which might actually even backfire if he has troubles on this square then. So it's always a bit of a curious thing that when you finish a city over here, it will very or it can very swiftly take effect on a situation like 10 tiles to the left, in this case over here. But what's done is done. Rambo does get his city finished, so a nice juicy 10 pointer. Both players starting to get their well more of their cities, starting new ones. Gorofu still actually, I mean, he's starting a city here, but I don't really like it at all. Like he's trying to still save his road because there are still like two starting tiles left, but actually this as a result this road is now entirely blocked because a starting tile goes here, a starting tile is needed here, but when a starting tile is going here, if ever, then also this square is going to be needing starting tile, which then it's just impossible to get three of them because there are no three starting tiles in the deck anymore remaining. So as a result, this saving move that Gorufu is doing actually blocks his meatball entirely, which is why it's so important to have like a sort of like a large a large board vision as to like if I go here, what are the squares that get impacted and how, and do I actually save this or not? And in this case, you don't. Okay, Gorufu connects to the large city of Rambo, and look at the situation on the board actually, with Rambo leading by 27 points, having a nice juicy road, getting monasteries for both players, and Gorufu really doesn't have really like anything going on here. Like he has no threats. That's that's not good. That is definitely not good for Gorufu. Well, he's finding some ways to maybe do some magic. So he's trying to attack the city and trying to actually get it all to himself. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I mean, there's one triple city, which. Wait, oh no. Oh no, 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 never mind. That's correct from Rambo. There are no triple cities with the road remaining, which means that this is a complete block, and this is another blocked meeple for 2 points. And like at this stage, Rambo is just like living the best life ever. And I have to say, maybe Korufu. I mean, I'm not really seeing Gorofu playing according to his rating. Maybe he plays more expansions, or maybe he's just not as familiar with the let's say ruling tactics in competitive Carcassonne or something else. But like, I mean, to my eyes, it definitely seems that Rambo is making like a clear example of Garufu of why you shouldn't really look at Elo like as a sole um, decider of how the matchup is looking. Because like the experience counts. I mean, Rambo has the experience. He knows a lot of nasty tricks of how he can actually get an advantage, and seems like it is definitely showing here. Almost a 50-point difference and two meeples to nothing. It's really not that pleasant. And also I have to keep somewhat centered with board because the overlays are seemingly overlapping the board. Korufu has won the Thai national champion the national championship this year. What? I'm so confused, man. Like, I mean, I mean, I'm gonna emphasize that I don't mean to be like harsh just because, but like I'm not seeing the level here that I was expecting from Gorufu. And now that Paksha is mentioning that he's also the national champion, well, Gorufu that is. I mean, it certainly like brings even more kind of pressure for Garufu to show that he is supposed to be like doing better than this, but he's not. I don't know. I mean, this was a really, I'm gonna say, curious start for the Asian Cup. Um, I'm still gonna say that it is an underdog um, win, at least on this table. Well, certainly after these comments, I am. But wow, okay, Rainbow is here to destroy, seemingly. It's a 2 nothing for Rambo, and it is the first match point for Malaysia. Great start for them. Let's take a look, see if any other tables have even managed to get through the first games, because these were indeed very, very swift ones. Yeah. Um, okay, so we have 1-0s on tables 1, 2, and 3, and a 0-0 on table 4 still. So currently, Malaysia is in the lead, but they are still going to have a long, long climb if they want to actually bring this home. Okay, let's take a look then at the table of 4 with idinidad and neutrals. First of all, to see how neutrals, who I believe is another new player to the competitive scene, or at least maybe to the online competitive scene in the more international competitions, um, how he's going to be doing against a more seasoned player. And I believe this is their first game at the moment. And as you can see, this duel is much more slow-paced. Both players having used over 10 minutes of their time. And well, the scoreboard is pretty much equal at the point at this moment. Let's see if it's gonna be a salvation for either player. +1 for neutrals. We have a shared ruin. Well, well, kinda equally shared. So +1 for neutrals here. So +2, -7, a shared field. 4, 5, 6 plus what plus -1 for neutrals. Shared equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I mean these fields are gonna be just absolutely murderous for neutrals. Gonna be netting up so many points here, and no crossroad also in the deck it seems, or at least not for the salvation of neutrals, not getting any extra points there. And well, with his one meeple, I believe he won't be doing all that much, grabbing a 3-point road, I guess. But credit for neutrals to actually finding this move over here, taking away these 3 points, well, 3 extra points from the Thai player, and recognizing that there seemingly were not any city caps remaining to create any like new cities to the field of his opponent. So it's not gonna save exactly the game for neutrals, but I can always appreciate the precision. 74. I could be also maybe using the extension, but I think I will take that up after the break, just before the second match begins between Taiwan and Vietnam, or maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, the fields were indeed murderous for neutrals. A 25-point win for idinidad. So goes into a 1-0 lead. And into a second game. Welcome, Rambo. Congratulations on your opening win. Must have been feeling nice. It's always nice to be able to say to your entire team that I did my part, because that is exactly what you've done. Getting getting your own win on your own table. Now it's just about having, well, yeah, now it's really just about having some extra faith on your teammates to bring the rest. Though it's looking pretty difficult. Early monastery for neutrals and a couple cities as well. A bit of an unfortunate tile for neutrals, as he was forced to use a rodent in favor of idinidad, but not the end of the world. Also got an extra monastery point from it and a city start. Blue grabbing his road back, and now a decision for neutrals. I mean, do we go here? It doesn't really strike to me as a great move, because it is using a valuable shielded tile, most potentially of going over here with a shared feature. Yeah, he's starting a new city, but I don't think he's doing in a prime spot. Now, what I think would have been a more prime spot was to be over here, because you always gotta think, like, what is the worst situation that could happen? And for neutrals, it is gonna be blue getting a city plus road tile. Well, really any city plus road tile over here. Let's say a road triangle, limiting this guy first to a dagger, and then grabbing a Dorito or a triple city, and also blocking this guy and this guy both with two tiles. And then you would be just having a 2-point city and a ruin over here. So, I mean, I really don't see why this one would be a bad move at all. But okay, so looking, well, after this, I'm not sure. I don't think I really like this, because it makes it easier for neutrals to actually like save his own features, because now he can use practically any city tile except for this to save the city. But well, at least there is, something that Idinidad can maybe use. Maybe a triple city with a road goes here, then expands this, blocks this. But yeah, this should be a very easy decision for neutrals, going downwards over here, because there are still, what, 4 tiles to fit over here. There is one divider, and there are, three field Doritos. I mean, that sounds at least good enough for me. To go for this, but seemingly not good enough for neutrals to make the same choice. And oh, I mean, it doesn't really backfire, but at this point, like, he would have been able to get this guy over, like this guy finished as well. Also, he doesn't meeple the road, which I think is a major mistake. Because first of all, it left up a 5-point road up for grabs, which Blue immediately took. It extended his field, and so that's another benefit. And it might later on come with even more extra benefits, as in going over here with the city plus road tile, continuing your road, starting a new city, and making possibly like two threats at the same time, although one of those threats is really not that threatful because it's just finishing a road. So a semi-save attempt from neutrals, well, not even an attempt, just a semi-save, but it's not really an ideal semi-save because you know pretty much all the tiles that go over here will be either blocking this square entirely, or they will be forcing a connection on this city. And neither of these scenarios is really great for neutrals. And the only saving tiles that he could use are these, but like you really, really don't want to use city caps to your opponent's features, and that's why neutrals does not do that. Now what he could do, what I think would be great, is to go over here with another straight road, much like idinidad has in hand, and then to go over here with a third straight line, and to restrict this square into a starting tile and making the block of this square impossible. The only way that this city could then be um, blocked is if a triple city with the road goes over here, adds a couple of points to neutrals, and then blocks both cities indeed. Also, I'm seeing in the chat that YouTube has apparently gotten some new aspects, as in some, I don't know what, top fan marks. Okay, that's interesting. I don't really know the metrics that how those are calculated, but I'll have to take a look in the future. Very interesting. So, our neutrals does. I mean, I'm not sure if I like this or not. I mean, it does tie both cities together. I mean, and at least it's not getting blocked without this one getting blocked as well. I mean, I guess I like it because it's like playing more safe, and neutrals at the moment does have some features of his own. So like he has a nice, well developed monastery, and he has a city that he could actually use the same types of tiles that he could have used over here as well. So road triangles will go just nicely on this city on the right. However, there is only one of those remaining, but he can still do it. He can go over here. He can at least threaten the completion of the city with one road triangle, and there are still, of course, two triple cities with a road also remaining, so that's something. However, this one I don't think I'm a fan of, because I don't think this is necessary. I don't think this is a priority to try and block the monastery, because it's not a one-time block. you're also going to have to find something here, and then this gets more vulnerable. And also on top of that, this is a wonderful tile to go here to get your second meeple in, because it does not provide an attacking spot for neutrals. And oh my days, what is this? So like neutrals is going for for an apparent attack on the large ruin slash city, but like this is so incredibly dangerous because you can get blocked with one tile, then maybe I don't know, just a random city cap goes over here, then neutrals is gonna be down a meeple whilst the attack of blue goes on. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this at all from neutrals, but it's done. So he better pray that he gets some suitable tiles. Welcome, Sergei. Neutrals now looking at his city like it's gonna be a death trap, and it ended up not trying to actually attack this city, but so far just playing it cool, taking his 4 points. And neutrals, I mean, you gotta go for this or this either way. Like, surely you are gonna try to save your city. Yeah, he does go for it. Now, do I like his placement? I'm not sure yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I do like it. Because, actually, do I like it? I'm not sure. Okay, well, this is the last starting tile, so now a triple city with a road will block this city. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 4 starting tiles are all together in the game. So a triple city with a road is going to block this. Now the reason why I did at least initially like this is because so many straight roads are gone, like 6 out of 8. So only like 2 blocking tiles remain, or did remain, for this city. Well, actually no, that's a lie. Um, there are more than 2 because there were also the the road monasteries that would of course go over here and block this square, and they still do. They still do. So neutrals is really going to be looking for a way to secure this spot, but he would really need actually a city tile for that, because even a field tile won't really guarantee anything because of the road monasteries. And I mean, 4 blocking tiles as opposed to actually only 1 tile that can finish this, with still only that 1 road triangle remaining in the deck. It's not that great time to be playing if you are the player with the red meeples. Also, this 4th starting tile having gone is now meaning that this monastery is also gone, which means that actually this triple city ended up working like really well for blue, as much as I did kind of speak against it. Oh, like, yeah, he gets the tile that he needs. Or a tile that he needs to make sure that that the highest threat is or has now passed, so that at least the city cannot be completed with both, or with this guy being left out. But now there is a new threat, which is that blue is gonna either go here, pointing either left or downwards with the triple city, and he chooses to go downwards, which is understandable. So had he gone to the left, then the idea would be that neutrals would be needing a triple city with the road to go over here with to first unify this guy, and then some other connection tile to unify also this one. On the other hand, blue could just draw the triple city with the road and just go over here afterwards and grab hold of these extra 3 points and leave this guy to 3 points as well. Whereas now I actually do like the plan of blue here, because he can still like very feasibly use that same plan of just getting the triple city with the road. Then he can just maybe go over here, take these 2 points, then a triangle over here, or maybe even another triple city if there are any, which I actually don't think there are, and get these city points from red to blue anyways. But yeah, so the main point here is now that of course this square is now blocked because the quad city is now gone, and there is no universe where this guy and this guy both connect to this ruin, because both this square and this square will be needing a triple city with a road in order to try and connect, or just to connect, not even to try, but just to connect. Welcome, Fabian. Nice to see you in the chat as well. Neutral's taking his time and deciding to start a new city, which actually looks like an okay decision. So was threatening to finish it straight away and drop a second farmer. What he can do now is to go over here, and he can actually just save his city, right? Because the road triangle still remains, and there are still blocking tiles for blue over here. I believe still the same 2 straight roads and the 2 road monasteries. So it is going to be still worth it to go over here. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean 2 crossroads remaining. Okay, okay. I mean, it's not bad. Like, there is still definitely a idea to it, especially if neutrals just grabs the crossroads himself. Now there is of course still the alternative path for blue to get his second meeple into the field from the left with for example a road monastery, and then well, really any road tile, or maybe I think there are still curves remaining with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plenty of curves remaining. So maybe actually we go. Is it worth to go here? Okay, just takes the extra point, 3 points plus, 2 points plus the one on the monastery. And unfortunately for neutrals, blue finds the one remaining crossroad and unifies his second farmer to a 15-point field. Now, there is some hope for neutrals, especially after that he got the triple city with the road, but not like this. That is a major, 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 major mistake. Now, not only does he not take 4 points, actually, let me zoom out. Not only does he not take 4 points from below down here that he could have taken, or take 2 points here, continue his city, but he also blocks his city entirely. A city that looks like it was one of his what of his win conditions? Like if he just goes over here with a curve, places a farmer, then actually finishes this city, brings this farmer in. I mean, that's certainly a massive turnout, or a potential turnout that could have happened for neutrals, but now it is made entirely impossible. And I think the winning chances of red have just gotten significantly worse, even though he is ahead on the scoreboard and he has some decent features on the board as well. He might actually even be ahead. Let's see, +6, +10, +17, +20, 23, 22, 20, 15, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's -6, but he does have an extra meeple. Though there are 10 tiles remaining and blue could get this guy out, but wow. We are playing with fire with as red, aren't we? Like definitely feels like we are playing with fire. Now at this point we should be we should be taking account of the remaining tiles. Like we know that there is at least the second road monastery remaining. This is also actually a very fancy way because there are no crossroads, but I think there are still curves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are still 2 curves. This is a very good move actually from neutrals. Just a plain ninja farmer, which is unblockable actually with 1 tile. Now there are of course chances that that blue goes over here, then with a curve blocks this guy. But I mean, as neutrals, I think you still have to take those chances because now that you have made this 6-point spot, if you don't get it, you're gonna need something else. And at this point, I think neutrals is only like +2 points. Oh, I'm sorry, -2, +2. No, he's definitely like minus -6, but -9. Yeah, he's like -9. But if he gets this connection, it's gonna be 4 plus what 18, so like 22 points. So this field is gonna be crucial. And actually, it might not even matter if blue gets these 6 points as long as we get the connection to the field. This is gonna be our utmost importance. And blue does get the 6 points, which he will take, or should take, I believe. Unless he decides to go for the field, which he could. He just as well could. Because there are actually a lot of field tiles still remaining. He could actually go over here, drop a farmer, and rely on the 2 remaining curves, plus the road monastery, plus maybe there's even something else. Welcome, Nat Pira. Judging by your presence here, I assume your duel is over. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at that table result real soon. Oh, them cool nerves by idinidad. I'm not sure if this is the right decision, man. I'm not as convinced. Because now neutrals gets to the field. Like, I think idinidad is at the moment he's losing. Like, he's gotta be losing at the moment. Surely. Like 9, 15, 19. Like minus, I don't know, 5.6 points? But he does have a meeple. And there is the road monastery. Well, actually, it might be okay. Like, because blue will have 2 tiles remaining, there's the road monastery. Well, there's the second curve. I'm not sure what other tiles there are except for the Red Monastery, but I believe neutrals will have to get this field now, and he does. There is the Road Monastery, which will be with 8 points, and after that, Blue will still have a tile to use for his one final meeple. But does he actually have to find a way to connect to the field again? Maybe. Um, Now, if he can take this 8 points and then he gets a tile that he can go on this 6-point field with, I think that's gonna be enough for Blue. I want to say it's enough because Red can't take any points with this tile, but can Red block this connection to, or not the connection, but can he block this field from Blue? And the answer is that he didn't need to because Blue didn't get a tile to claim the field. It's gonna be really close, isn't it? Because this was 8 plus 12, 8 plus 4, so 12 points in the end for Blue. I mean, it's gonna be really close. It's gotta be really close. It's a 6 and 5 plus 8. The 3. Oh, wait. It's gonna be +1 for neutrals, right? +1 for neutrals. The field is even. There's a 6-pointer here. Oh, that is unfortunate for Blue. I wonder what he could have done different. Is there like just maybe? I mean, maybe instead of just getting this monastery, we just claimed the field already. Because like we were never gonna be finishing this monastery anyway at such a late stage of the game. So maybe that, or maybe we just go here and attack the field with our last meeple. I mean, there are options. There are options. Whether whether any of those could have actually guaranteed us the win, I don't think so. But there were other outcomes for sure. So, um, point for Malaysia on table 4. And we are going to go into a decider, but we're going to update the scores for everybody else. And we actually have a very, very interesting stuff going on. We have a 2-0 on both tables 1 and 2 in favor of Thailand. So Natpira has taken a 2-0 win over Liga Logan, and also the powerhouse Chanakan Glaikov has been able to take a 2-0 win against Ernest Chia. No surprises there really. But then we have a decider going on table 3 and on table 4, which is wonderful news. Now, maybe not so wonderful for Malaysia, but um, wonderful news for the stream, because Malaysia is definitely now in a tough spot. They're going to have to win both of those deciders to be able to claim this match for themselves. Congrats on the win for you as well, Nat Pira. So, early monasteries for both. We have again a field fight, which, well, not a fight at this stage, but it's gonna be a fight later on. We have, I mean, it's gonna be either this or just this, because those are really the only options for blue. I mean, maybe you could go over here as well, start a city, but it's not really good. Yeah, decides go for this, which does have a, like a clear idea. So like blue wants to finish a quick city over here, drop a farmer, but he is giving out a free road end to red, which red could very easily use. But red gets even a better tile to go over here, finish the road, start a monastery. All is fine there, and also red is now threatening to drop a second farmer, which the Thai immediately takes care of. Very decisively so. Interesting decision from neutrals, adding a point to his monastery, but making his city more vulnerable. Now there are only 2 tiles to fit into this square, only the 2 remaining daggers to get that meeple out. And I wonder if this is gonna be a decisive thing for neutrals, or for this game anyway. Could be. Reckon we're gonna see this one, and we do. I might have actually preferred to go with roads to the right and to the bottom, but this is also fine, and it looks like it's gonna work like a charm for blue. Gets to block this meeple to 1 point, and now still goes for wow. Neutral's taking absolutely no extra shits for his meeples. Doesn't care at all that he has 0 meeples. He's gonna go for the absolute Vatican over here. Elias mentioning the straight line law. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it because like I uh, do usually also myself preach that if you want to block these kind of um, spots, then you should be directing a road like upwards or downwards from here. But like not, I mean, directing a road upwards is not the issue. Directing a road end for me is the issue, because then it could very easily end up like kind of like not paying out that much for blue, because there could be a curve here, and then um, red gets to make a free 5-point road. So like it's really just about the road end, not the road itself for me. But what do I know? Blue is doing just great. Now, yeah, I was about to counter this. Like, it might be an issue for neutrals that this kind of stuff is gonna happen. So, Blue is now starting to block the monasteries of neutrals, and he's kind of like he has abandoned now this idea of unifying the fields with his westernmost farmer. You can do the complex and just take the 1-point road. No. You're capping. And if the opponent defends, you get the road. I get it when the road is pre-finished. Uh, yeah, but like I wouldn't usually recommend that, because like it's if you really want the road, and if you really want to have the uh, the uh, the extra value from it, then I mean you can just see first if it is saved by your opponent, and like after that you can just take the other end, like the just the vacant end, this end that is still free. Like you don't have to go with a 1 point road meeple, because then like a road can come here, it's gonna save this, and it doesn't even matter then for red whether they get it back or not. Like it's just then kind of a stalemate of okay, 1 extra point for blue, but like it's not that great. Okay, after all that blabbering, we have a situation that two monasteries of red have been blocked, which is not an issue in itself. It's only going to be an issue if neutrals is incapable of defending this field, which is now 15 points. Might I remind you, 2 meeple disadvantage for neutrals, but 15 points in the lead, and he's gonna be seemingly getting a meeple back from the monastery, but it's gonna create an attacking position for blue, which he will immediately use. And neutrals, I mean, you can't really say no to 6 points, can you? But now, this third one, oh, blue is gonna go there, isn't he? I mean, he could also go here, but like, just this. I mean, there are so many good spots to use this shielded um, field Dorito. So many good spots. I, I mean, this is okay. This is an okay spot. It's an okay spot, but it's I don't think it's great considering all the possibilities that you had. Yeah, cause like now neutrals is gonna go here. Like he has to go here. This field is way too big in order to like leave up there for grabs. And like neutrals is ahead, like 30 points. 30 points on the scoreboard with less than 20 tiles remaining. All he has to do is to make sure that there isn't like a disaster going on. Like he can just tie everything here and here, and I don't know, maybe just try and block this or something. Oh, now he attacks. I mean, what if you are ready to attack on this field? Just do it here immediately, man. Like, I don't get it. Why would you not attack this better field, but then you are ready to attack this 6 point field? I I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. You know what is? Oh, there's some very very nasty tricks with a crossroad, because there's a crossroad spot right here, and then a ninja farmer on this side, and then you can connect to the large field, to the 18 point field with a curve from here, take 4 points, or from here and still get to the field. That looks like a very, very deceitful spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Still 7 curvy tiles. And there are still actually only one field crossroad. But it doesn't actually matter how many field crossroads there are, because it just matters who gets it first and who actually can find that that marvelous spot. This I guess also works. Now it does get blocked immediately, but because it gets blocked, blue is not going to be able to use this, right? Or maybe blue can use this. Maybe he can go over here, just ignore this for a moment, drop a farmer of his own, and then get a curve and block this guy. Because like you gotta realize blue is still minus 30 points on the board or on the scoreboard. But he does seemingly make the right decision, and he blocks the guy which was about to connect. If blue takes the other platform, he can connect two farmers. This one here, maybe. Yeah, it was red. It was red. Yeah. If red attacks the field there, blue can connect his six. Yeah, but it doesn't. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. Like when it just matters that when you are in blue's position or in red's position rather, you just have to play safe. It does not matter if everything connects, because then it's if everything connects here, a second meeple from red, a second meeple from blue, then it's just basically 6 points for red, right? Because blue just loses these 6 points to a tie. So it like always favors red, like always. Blue now finding ways to get to the field, which, I mean, a way that he created, a way that could have actually been taken care of by going here with a straight road, but wasn't. Now, neutrals. I mean, he is still actually controlling this field, surprisingly. The question is, does he need to tie it? If he loses it, does he lose the game? Yeah, the blue farmers have not joined it. That is correct. So, if if red loses the field, does he lose the game? Or is he still okay because of these monasteries? That's a heavy blow. Now I think he's gonna lose the game if he loses the field. Where is he? Actually, let me see. +5, +12, +20. These cancel each other out. These are equal. There's a massive ruin of 9 points. So like what is 29, 26, 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it's 21 points. So, yeah, unfortunately, neutrals is going to be losing this if he loses the field. But are there tiles to go? I think there are still curves, though. Like, there has to be curves, right? There were so many curvy tiles when I counted them. And, I mean, these one-pointers are not going to be saving neutrals. Like, he has to make sure that nothing goes here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is still a curve remaining. But blue only has one tile after this. Only one tile. So it's a 33% chance. Unless there are also other tiles that go there. But there are no dividers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, wait, is there? Oh, I think there's a vanilla. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's not. There's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Okay, so there's one tile to go here. Question is, can blue create more winning tiles for himself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think he can if he goes here and drops a farmer, drops a ninja farmer to get, because I think there's also one other curvy tile. Oh, but this is not it. Because this does not increase the winning chances because the tile that he needs over here is the same that he needs over here. So now it's just a 50-50. Just a straight up 50-50 for the game, and he does get it. He does get it. Ah, poor neutrals. But like, okay, let's be honest. This situation occurred because neutrals allowed it to occur. Like he didn't, despite having three meeples in his hand, he didn't go for extra meeples to the field, which was the highest scoring feature on the board that he could take, or that he could try and secure with a 30-point advantage on the board or on the scoreboard and these monasteries. But then, unfortunately, he went a completely different route, and it was not a good route, really. So I do have to say that this is definitely on neutrals, as unfortunate as it is. This should be the third match point for Thailand. So despite neutrals getting a large ruin that ended up actually being worth 11 points, which is quite sizable indeed for a late game ruin, his point lead is not quite enough. Wait. Oh no, wait. Is it true? Those 6 points right there? Oh! Oh! Ay, ay, ay. Ah, that is that is mighty unfortunate for neutrals. Losing by a draw, and Malaysia will be losing this match by a draw, with idinidad taking this one down. I mean, actually, no wait, let me see. Yeah, because it was just a 50-50 always for this one tile. So like, well, if you want to be like super accurate about it, then blue should have actually just, well, first of all, not go here because he needed the same tile here. But like, if he goes for the extra farmer, then like he could have just done it over here and take a longer road. When he gets to the field of 6 points instead of 3 points. But like, first of all, you should have just taken a road and just trust that you get the connection because nothing else will save you. Um, that yeah, unfortunate times for neutrals. 3-1 for Thailand, and let's take a look see at the table 3 result, which also actually is a win for Thailand. And I believe, oops, that's not correct. Um, that. And that's going to put Thailand into 4-1 versus Malaysia, and that's going to be the opening match of the Asian Cup 2025 completed. And I actually believe that these are the same numbers. Well, the same match, the same match score that happened last year as well. For funsies, let's actually take a look at the accurate scores of the 2024 Cup. So playoffs. Wait, no. No, no, no. Teams form a group stage. Yeah, so Malaysia, Thailand in Group A. And you can see, actually, no, it was a better result this time for Thailand. You can see here the 2024 result was a 2-3 for Thailand, and now 1-4 with 8-4 in games as opposed to 8-5. Okay, well done, Thailand, for the opening win. Must have been nice. Then we have also the second match of today. It's going to be Taiwan versus Vietnam, starting in about 45 minutes, and we will be having a break. We will not be having a different stream. We'll be having the same stream, but yeah, we will simply be having a break in between. And before that, we can also quickly mention that the the Group B matches will take place tomorrow. Australia versus Hong Kong on on August 10th at 1400 UTC plus 3, so 1100 UTC. And then Japan China, which is going to be a real snack to watch, is going to be on also tomorrow, but 2 hours after, so starting at 1300 UTC. And actually, why don't we go over a bit of the statistics before the break, now that we have all the time in the world. So to take a look at the Taiwan-Vietnam lineup first of all, we can just straight up go for the lineups over here. Go here and go here. So on table 1, we have Min Wei Chen versus Podgard, both quite seasoned competitive players. Then on table 2, Thunder Knight versus B1208. Table 3, Ray Lai, that is Juicy Ray, versus a new name, at least to me, Chikuon Coconut from Vietnam. Then we get into the new names for Taiwan, which is 0607 versus Wolf Ren from Vietnam, and then I do believe that Kin 1218 is also a new name for Taiwan, at least in the international team competitions, and he'll be going against the Violet Dolphin. Now, regarding the illos that you can see over here, though we just basically witnessed in this Thailand-Malaysia match that you know anything can happen. Rambo 2 did indeed take his match point from Gorufu, who was twice his rating. So on table 1, certainly I'm actually expecting a bit of a even fight here, with maybe slight favor on Hotley, maybe like 55-45, something like that. Then Thunder Knight versus B, who seemingly has actually gotten up his rating quite a lot from the VTCOC days, like earlier this year, I believe. I think then B was just about, I don't know, 200, 300. I want to say like less than 3, but I might be entirely wrong. So if you want to be sure, then you better should fact check me on that. Then table 3, we have the Juicy Ray versus the very new, well, new looking account of Vietnam with Chiku and Coconuts at 142, and well, that one I definitely expecting to be a bit of a walk in the park for Juicy, but who knows? Then 0607, despite actually being a new name in the scene, then he looks to be a very strong expert player going up against Wolf Ren, who does have the competitive experience. So we should be, I think, expecting a pretty even match right there. And finally, Keen versus Violent Dolphin. Actually, Vietnam's players have, at least rating-wise, they have had a pretty staggering improvement when you look at, well, at least for these players that you can see on the screen. It's indeed a pretty staggering improvement compared to just 2 or 3 months ago when they were like all at best like 400, maybe except for Podgod, who was, I believe, that's like maybe even 600ish, somewhere around that. But yeah, gotta up my hat. I can't remember the phrase, but gotta pay respects to Podgod, who I assume, well, at this point I assume that Podgod has been a very key player um, in forming up the Vietnamese team and really trying to be like the more aspiring player um, who gathers up more enthusiasts. But so that's going to be the matchup that we are going to be seeing in about half an hour, and I will leave you uh, to it until then. We'll be back, I guess. Yeah, right about maybe like a couple of minutes just before 1600 UTC. Meanwhile, I'll be muting myself. Okay, welcome back. Now, as we have, or as we are now concluding, or nearing the start of the second match between Taiwan and Vietnam, we can actually still take a look at their earlier encounter in the Asian Cup 24 of what it looked like, since they have collided at least once, and then Taiwan was able to take a 4-1 victory over Vietnam with a 9-2 score, with Portgard, their captain, being, I'm pretty sure Portgard was their captain, um, was able to take down Mr. One at that time. But otherwise, they've had a quite an uncomfortable run against Taiwan. Whether it'll be different this time around, we'll have to wait and see. Now, also, I did take a quick look-see at the YouTube like live fan thingy, which seems to be new. So I'm not sure exactly when it has like been updated or like made possible, but apparently you get an X amount of like experience as a viewer if you uh, like or engage in the content. So, and then I can see like the top three um, viewers that, well, you can see. I mean, I'm pretty sure also like all other viewers can see in the chat there that some accounts have a, a number one, number two, or number three badge next to them. So that's like the most uh, the most engaging viewers. So thanks, Elias. That's fun. Now we should be having the start of the match, and since we have no suggestions on, well, from you guys on who you would like to see, then we'll take this one to again to the newer ones. So let's grab hold of 0607 and Wolf Ren on table 4. And we'll start with their match, and then if they conclude their match before everyone else has, then we are gonna take a look at the others as well. So, starting off with 2C4 points for 06 and a road for Wolf. Not the greatest thing for a Wolf there to be having, but beggars can't be choosers. Of course, we do meeple this road, and well, there is something great in it. We are forcing red to place a road end to our road. Uh, Placing it on the right is better indeed, as it does then leave a possibility for red to still get like a straight road and attack the road. Whereas if he goes over here, then this road is like completely, like utterly and completely safe from any attacks or from anything else for that matter. Starting a city, continuing the road, standard stuff, and then now, yeah, I think it would be stronger to simply start another city, either over here or over here. I know it's a bit um, might make a bit of an icky reaction from many people, including actually me, because like it's like here it does add a point to the opponent's road, and in here it's like it's immediately attackable, and then it's an L shape, so it might get clumsy with your other city, but you know it's generally just having two cities open is good. And it's also good if you get three consecutive triangles and get an easy 14-point city. That's also great for O6. Also adding a farmer maybe a bit too early, but you know, whatever. It's going to be a good field. Now the only thing that it might be a bit uncomfortable thing to see is whether this square gets actually blocked. So like Wolf could actually just go over here with a triple city and direct it to the left, leaving only one tile to fit in there and like kind of box this guy in, but okay, doesn't want to do that, which is fine. Just goes for a farmer of his own. It's a very natural move. And O6 goes for the straight road to try and mess with the city, not to allow an easy 8-point city to get completed immediately, and likely going for even more restrictions, although could have also taken a easy loop, and unfortunately for O6, the dagger immediately gets into the hand of Wolf and he gets away with the 8-point city. But we do get some compensation about by going over here. I was about to mention, but okay. Uh, Now the reason why I think this would have been a bit better is because it was seemingly going to be a loop road over here. There were still plenty of tiles to then afterwards go here with a like a road triangle, or a maybe a city crossroad, or maybe with a dagger, take the city, continue the road, get 3 points from here instead of only one from a road end. Yeah, like all this kind of like stuff that looks like it's very, very marginal, it's going to stack up quite fast, and it might actually become a real issue for O6 to be doing these little. I'm gonna say mistakes. Yeah, I'm gonna say mistakes because I think they are. Um, Maybe a slip up is a better word for it. It's like not a game breaking mistake in a sense, but like you're just kind of losing 2 points here at the beginning of the game when you don't really have to, uh, you know, save those meatballs that much. Like it's a really big difference actually in the beginning of the game, whether you get a 3-point road or a meatball back, or whether you have a choice of getting a 2-point road and a meatball back. Because with a 2-point road, then I would just take my meeple back most likely. But with a 3-pointer, it's like that one extra point is gonna make the difference, at least for me, when it comes to deciding how fast do I actually want my meeple to get back into my hand. Now, seemingly, O6 is not at all bothered by their 1-point meeple over here, seeing like that there are still, well, there's only one dagger remaining. It could very easily get restricted into that one dagger. So we'll see if that is going to happen. No monastery for 06, just getting the 3 points for the road, which is fine. And Wolf has a chance to, if he wants to, like go kind of ballistic with the early farmers and go over here. I wouldn't really recommend it because Black already has three meeples on the field, and there's no need to really add a fourth one when we have one meeple stuck in here as of right now, and maybe for the remainder of the game, because there are only there's only one triple city with a road remaining in the deck anymore, which is quite unfortunate for Wolf. But it's gonna be fine if he gets a compensation in the form of being able to trap a meeple from 06 as well. So ideally, this one to just 1 point, so they will each have a meeple trapped at 1 point each. Now 6 is drawing city caps and city tiles, but he's getting city tiles with the road. So not going to be able to save his meeple here, but going to be able to get his third meeple onto the field and to get 4 points in the process. Wolf, two decisions. Do we take 4 points here or finish the city? And he decides to just go for the completion of the city because it's more points. It's 3 points more, and it does start a new city with a threat of going over here and then immediately placing even a fourth farmer, which 06 will or should be taken care of like immediately by going over here. Um, the orientation is not quite clear as of right now for me, but let's see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 city caps with road on the right side and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and yes, 7 city caps with a field on the right side. And unfortunately for 06, the orientation is correct, but the luck is not on 06's side, as Wolf immediately gets back his meeple. And now Wolf is having quite a comfortable lead of 14 points on the scoreboard, both players with 1 point meeples here. 06 with a small road, and Wolf currently leading, actually not even leading, currently actually losing at the field, but it's pretty safe to say that this meeple is going to connect to the field at some stage, like now. The only question is, do we point it? Do we point the city cap to the right and meeple it, or do we just point it upwards and not meeple anything? If you ask me, going upwards is a bit better because we are now currently like winning and we don't need to take any risks. But Wolf goes on the right and does not meeple, which is um, a very interesting decision. Now, I know the 5 point is kind of calling, but this is like on the priority standards, this is way above the list. And he does go for it. Nicely done. So takes care of this imminent danger and threats of 06 finishing a city and dropping a fourth farmer. Because at the moment, like if you look at the map, dropping new farmers from reliable spots is not really possible. maybe even like if we don't count this spot, but like even this is like blockable with well with 3 tiles, but it's still blockable, so it's not as guaranteed. So there aren't really like that great spots to get more farmers in, which is why Wolf is going to be doing just fine if he goes like fully safe mode. 3 points here or 2 points here. Yeah, I actually think this is better. 2 points here, and finally restrict this 1 point city to the one remaining dagger. And unfortunately for 06, I actually don't think he had a single possibility to do anything to that city, as I don't think he actually got like any city plus field tiles, which is quite unusual. Extender for Wolf, and he is now causing himself to get potentially blocked indefinitely. But since there's only one triple city with the road remaining, it doesn't really matter. Now, what does matter though? What does matter is the fact that he's creating a field attacking opportunity. But the reason he is creating that is because 06 has now committed a fourth farmer to the field, and is also going to be able to connect that. So now that Wolf has not only one but two spots to connect more meeples to the field and has 3 meeples in hand, he is looking quite decent indeed. Despite the fact despite the fact that he is currently losing the field, but still over 20 tiles remaining, the chances are just great for Wolf at the moment. Just needs to find the proper tile to attack the field with. Preferably, a tile that doesn't really carry that much value. I mean, this could go over here. Oh. Uh, now that's not too good. That is not too great. Like he's grabbing a 4 point road, sure, or a 3 point road, but an easy loop. But he's taking away this field connection opportunity from himself, which he could have actually used right now. Um, or like right with that tile. And now there actually aren't any field attacking options, except for maybe like a ninja farmer. But those at the moment are not really good because there are still like 3 crossroads remaining in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3 crossroads. Well, this will do actually. Actually, this is yeah, I do like this. I mean, it starts the field with growth potential, and he can also like even get a road monastery and then a curve, and to connect his fourth farmer like that. Also, he does get himself the triple city, which is nice. So maybe the chances of the city are still alive, though I actually doubt it. There are no vanillas. Oh, there is actually a divider, and there might be a city cap here, but like even if there is, I mean, there's no way that Wolf is going to be using a city cap over here because he has a 9-point spot over here. Like this city, like finishing the city is not important. What is important is just simply um, getting his fourth meeple to the field, or just getting enough compensation in total for this field. Like he's plus 14 on the scoreboard, plus 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 27, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's actually plus 6 at the moment with -1 meeple. And oh 06 currently debating whether it is worth it to take these 4 points over here, or whether he just takes, I don't know, 3 points here, I guess, or something entirely different. Now, the reason why he is considering taking these 4 points so long is that if he takes them, then this meeple becomes blockable immediately, because there is still that 1 dagger remaining, which would be quite a big impact, a 6-point move, plus a meeple back into oh 06's hand. A road monastery being drawn by oh 06, so now this thing right here is not going to be possible anymore for black to make. Not going to be able to get this meeple to the main field. But there are still other options, so there's still a possibility for Wolf to find a city plus field, city plus road tile, go over here, drop a farmer, then a curve, or maybe a ninja farmer through here. Either one is, kind of okay if he needs it. And at the moment, I have a suspicion that he is going to need it. At least if he does not get to finish this city right here for 9 points. If that goes to red, then Wolf is gonna be in trouble, I think. Oh, this is actually a pretty neat idea from oh 06. So still doesn't take the 6-point the 4-point road, but takes the 2-point road instead, and actually denies any like massively great use for Wolf with the 1 remaining dagger, because it doesn't go here, doesn't go here, doesn't go here. Like, very nice find actually by oh 06, but finally these points are going to be taken by Wolf. I don't see him doing anything else. I mean, going over here, I guess if you really, really want a second meeple back, but I don't think he's gonna need it, because the thing at the moment is to just find a place for a 4th meeple to the field. But he does go for it, though. Actually, if he gets with a 4th meeple to the field, it doesn't really matter that if he has like 1 meeple or 0 meeples in hand. So maybe this is actually better to simply get an extra a sacrificial lamb into his hand, and now he can maybe just try attacking this field twice. Maybe a ninja farmer from here with like a crossroad and a curve, or then maybe from here with a triple city or with a triangle. Both work. Or then still from here, maybe a road plus city tile, then a curve. I mean, there are still actually quite a number of spots that he can try to attack from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 crossroad remaining. oh 06 goes for the field, which is understandable. 6-point field, potentially 9 points. And Wolf, oh, why, man? Why are you taking away one of your best, if not the best, uh, field attacking spot? I cannot believe it. He's taking it away himself. He's I would argue that he is considerably destroying his chances of winning with that move. Because he's now only +7, +5, +10, 15, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's now -3. And they have the same amount of meeples. This is not good for Wolf. Like, not good at all. Well, the final crossroad has been drawn, so there is that. Now the question is, can Wolf do Ninja Farmers? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Still 3 curvy tiles. This is actually a wonderful, wonderful amount for Ninja Farmers. Like, if Wolf gets like any road tile, he can go over here, drop a Ninja Farmer. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it. Now we go here. We drop a Ninja Farmer, and we are like almost guaranteed to connect. Like almost guaranteed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 3 curvy tiles remaining. We go over here. There are no crossroads. And 06 cannot even drop a 5th farmer anywhere. Like, yeah, we could get screwed by 06 getting all 3 curvy tiles, but like, we have to attack this. There is no way we can get enough points. Like, we are losing at the moment by like uh, what, 2 points? I don't, like what, 5 points, something like that. Like, surely we have to attack. Oh, we were so close to doing that. And he doesn't even take the road. I don't know why, what he's doing. Oh, Wolf. Oh, Wolf. Oh, there's the curve. He's like trying to block. I can't believe it. He's trying to like block this guy when he is behind in points. He doesn't have the luxury to do that. He does not have the luxury to do that. Also, 06 is bound to draw a curve of some kind, because there are still 2 remaining after this curve. There is still the dagger, and I guess like a regular curve, maybe? Oh, we so had to go for a ninja farmer, man, to tie the field. This is this is so bad. I mean, we actually no, we can't even go for a ninja farmer anymore. Actually, we kinda could. I think we can go still over here and drop a ninja on this field for 6 points. And it might just be enough if we get the dagger and prevent this. And then 06 gets a curvy tile as his final tile. It might be enough. But like, Wolf actively destroyed his chances with the straight road by not going for the Ninja Farmer, which I believe was by far his best option to win this game. By far. We'll see what the Vietnamese comes up with. but I just don't see. Like, yeah, he's trying to go for a ninja farmer now, but actually, even this would be like good for oh 06. Actually, this would be even great for oh 06. To just ignore this guy and just get this guy in. And then maybe get the curve and get this here and just delete these points from Wolf. Yeah, but now no, we just take this as oh 06 and yeah, it's a straight road, so no help from the deck for Wolf. But I mean, there is, yeah, you can see it's a curve. It's a curve. Like there is really no one to like fault but himself, because he had the chance to go for the ninja farmer, which he eventually did, but too late. And yeah, had a great chance of drawing one of the curvy tiles, but ay 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 ay. Unfortunately, Wolf did not see the option, or at least didn't go for it, for whatever reason, and loses the game as a result. 95 to 77. And let's take a look at if other tables have finished. We have the wrong. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. Okay, never mind. It's not really updating. Okay, we won't then update the other tables. We'll just go with the table number 4 as we have seen it and continue our lives. Okay, second game. oh 06 looking for the knockout and Wolf trying to get, well, trying to force the decider. So far so good for oh 06, getting an easy 10-pointer city, or what looks to be like a 10-pointer, and it's a really weak move, unfortunately, from Wolf, finishing his 4-point city instead of just starting a new one. Like now, what if you get like an extender, a triangle, a triple city, like anything like this? Immediate regret. Personally, coming from me, as Wolf is not able to benefit from these city caps in the best possible way of having started a city here, then finishing and starting another one. And but I mean, he's going to be able to start a field, start a city, which gets attacked, but Wolf has the excellent chance of going over here and immediately taking out one meeple from oh 06. Well, almost for certain, and he does go for it. He does find it. Very nice. Just don't meeple it, for goodness sake, because that counteracts the entire point of this move. I don't know why he's spending time still at this point. Oh my god, what a tile for oh 06. The best possible tile that he could have ever hoped for after seeing that triangle come and that is unfortunate for Wolf. But he tried. I mean, I would still argue that it was like by far easily easily the best move in the position. O6, do you take a field or do you go for a road? Goes for the field uh, from a spot which I don't really like, but okay. Now Wolf, no need to go for a second farmer just yet. You can just take the road. Just focus on scoring. You can attack the field later. This is pretty weak, again, in my opinion, unfortunately. I mean, he's trying to like still have a chance for a divider, but there's only one divider remaining. And like he takes away like a chance for O6 to go here with like a City Walls Road tile, grab another meeple, then overrun this city. But like it's still like it's not a given that it's gonna get completed anyways. So this city isn't really like important at all. Wolf, 3 point. Why, man? Why? Like, why would you attack a 2 point road when you can take a 3 point road? Now, there's a lot of slipping from the Vietnamese here. A lot of slips and slides, and they are costing him stuff. They are costing him stuff dearly. Like, he's leading the field, sure, but like it's still very easy to attack to, and it's very, very likely to just keep growing as we can see here. So, like being in the lead on this field early on is not important. Goes for the expansion of the field, takes away, well, kind of takes away the attacking spot to the field, but like it doesn't really matter because the new attacking spot to the field comes from here, right? And again, new ones are going to arise as a result of this. So now there is yet another spot to attack the field with a city boss road tile, city boss field tile, whatever tile. Well, maybe not this tile, but basically any other city tile you could attack the field. Now this one though, I mean, I get it. Like, still two daggers to fit into the square, all four cows remaining on. Uh, like you never meeple these cities like up front. You only meeple these cities with your second tile, right? Because now the worst that could have happened for O6 was like the worst that could have happened for Wolf actually would have been just for O6 to find a triangle or a triple city and just guide this to the right and just make a ruin versus ruin situation. Like you don't want that as black. You want this to be blocked and this to be free for sure. So that's why we only meeple these cities on the second tile. Whether we get a block or whether we get a tile like this. But arguably, like if you get a tile like this afterwards, then you can just go like on the right and not meeple anything and have the extra meeple. Like, although this is like okay at the moment for like Wolf, like this particular situation here, because O6 needs now both of the remaining daggers to both of these squares, and this city is free. I mean, we are 18 points minus on the scoreboard, and the city is still alive, despite having like less than 25% chance of actually getting completed. It's still alive, and it is still a threat, right? Whereas we could have actually just gotten rid of it entirely. Now, 06. Trying to find the best move with the dagger, with only one meeple in his hand. I mean, he can still start a new city, right? Could do. But chooses to harass the monastery instead, restricting it to a starting tile, which there are still two remaining, so I would argue that this is not very efficient use of the tile. But okay. As for Wolf, there is indeed a better idea for a curve, and that is to connect these roads, because this road is always going to be needing at least one road end to be finished, but this road is going to be needing a one road end to finish with the crossroad. So it's better to like tie this up together, simply because the red meeple has easier time escaping the situation than the black meeple. Wolf now having to use a valuable rodent to a road which could have been just shared straight up, and then he could have used the rodent over here for 2 points. But again, it's consequences of your actions. Having priorities um, a bit wrong, I would say, is going to again cause a loss of couple points, like this one over here, then this one over here, like again 2 points, and then you spare the uncertainty of the road. 06 with the starting tile. Now only one of those remaining, and goes for the yeah, okay, goes for the freedom of his monastery. Also creates the imminent threat of Wolf getting his monastery blocked, but just in time, Wolf does get himself the one and final starting tile, and saves his chances, actually now very good chances, of getting his meeple out. Both players technically with two meeples right now. I'm saying technically because this is so easily recoverable. But as for 06, he actually needs the same types of tiles everywhere. He needs curves here, a crossroads here, curves here, crossroads here, and even like curvy tiles being the daggers over here. So not as great of a situation, but it does turn into a quite a favorable stuff for Wolf. Sorry, for 06, as he manages to get his meeple back immediately, and also manages to actually create a route to this main 12-point field with a curve plus a crossroad, something like this, maybe like a a um, a field tile, a road tile, so many possibilities. And he's 25 points ahead on the scoreboard, so that's certainly doing a numbers. Also, surprisingly, this structure here is it's still alive. Like neither of the two remaining daggers have gone out. Well, the daggers have gone out on the left side, but or for the left side, but still on the right side daggers we still have two remaining. Now Wolf is gonna be in trouble. He's gonna need to find a way to score a lot of points. Well, first of all, he's gonna find a way. He's gonna have to find a way to score this city, and then this city, and then drop a third farmer onto the field somewhere. Then maybe connect everything, and then maybe he can dare to dream of. Wait, one, two, three. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. Maybe he can then dare to dream of actually winning the game. Uh, Now, this is actually great. This is great. So what Wolf just did here was that he ensured that a road triangle still goes over here because field triangles no longer existed in the deck, and only one divider existed or exists in the deck. So having three or now two immediate closing tiles on or completion tiles on the city is a much better thing than having like a straight road go here and then you all of a sudden you actually have only one completion tile for that city. So a great spot for Wolf. Now, however, he does get a quad city added to his juicy potential 8-pointer, so this will never be finished after this triangle move. But he does get his road triangle, which is nice for Wolf. And now actually he's kind of back in the game. Now, although it is somewhat unfortunate though, the fact that he actually closed off this this potential connection of both fields. I think it's not even theoretically possible anymore, and that is indeed the case. It is not possible anymore to connect this. Well, actually, I mean it is, but like it's super unlikely because a city cap would have to go here, another one over here, and then like a straight road over here to complete the connection of all fields. But you know, in order for that to happen or to make sense, then Wolf would have to spend a third meeple onto the field. And bad news keep coming as 06 draws not only the first but also the second dagger. So now this is very much alive with 3 cows remaining in the deck. And a long road for 06. I mean, this game appears to be so incredibly over very, very soon. Nicola asking, is it worth spending that shielded Dorito for a block? I would say that in the situation of 06, yes, it absolutely was. I assume you mean this one. So, because it is a full block, and it makes sure that Wolf doesn't get like a huge does not get a huge streak of city caps and go like bang 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 and complete this monstrosity. Like when you are in the position of 06, like all you have to do is to make sure that you just keep scoring and prevent your opponent from finishing big features. That's the only thing you have to worry about. You just have to be playing patient, playing without any risk, and you're gonna win. Korufu is Thailand champion. He bet me. He beat me in a final 79 to 80, and he will go to Germany for the tournament too. Ah, unfortunate stuff for that Pira, losing by 1 pointer in the nationals, but that's the unfortunate side of Carcassonne sometimes. Okay, yeah. So I was talking about the right triangle. Yeah, I would. Yeah, in short, I would say that it is indeed worth to do the block, just because you can be playing very safe. Wolf should definitely be meepling something. I mean, just this 3 point. Uh, yeah, just this 3 point ruin, because like he's not gonna get really anything better to meeple, right? Now he can go. I guess for a field over here and have a couple city caps. Maybe he gets another city cap, gets a 10, a sorry, a 7 point move on his final turn. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. Or the actually this can be better if there's a city cap and he meeples this now, like he's gotta meeple this, right? If there are any city caps, he has to meeple this, and it was correct because this was actually maximizing the points. Actually, a very key spot, or I'm not sure if it changes the outcome or if it would have changed the outcome, but a very great chance for Wolf to maximize his point count by going over here, adding a point to his ruin, then not only finishing a city, but potentially with a city cap here, getting getting 4 points for the city and 3 points onto the main field, but also because he could be then with his final meepling yet another 3 point field, and it would be then actually not a 7 point move in total with two tiles, but 1 plus 4, 5 plus 6, so 11 points. A wonderful idea actually from Wolf, which I but 06 does not let anything slide. He even grabs the cow, the one and final cow that was remaining in the deck, and takes away this rather, well, in this case, just a huge city for like, what, 20 points? Yeah, 20 points, and he's gonna be cruising to the victory with that of 27 points and a 2-0 win over Wolf Ren. So Taiwan leading 1-0. And now we're gonna take another look if the rest of the tables have updated, and oh boy do they have updated. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have 2-0 on table 1, 2-0 on table 2, a 2-0 on table 3, 2-0 on table 4, and at the moment 0-0 for some reason on table 5, even though it should have been concluded, or at least a game should have been concluded. But let's take a look, see at the table number 5 between Kin and Violent Dolphin. There might have been a no-show or something. Let's see, Violent Dolphin. Yeah, I mean, they are offline. Ah, is it a no-show for Violent? 12-18, right? Yeah, unfortunately, um, well, this is weird. Oh wait, no, this is the right one. Tournament has ended, and unfortunately, it has been a no-show for Violet from Violet Dolphin, which, yeah, I mean, it's not great. Um, not great because Violet seems to have been, at least by rating, one of the leading forces of Vietnam. Um, that is unfortunate. Now, okay, it would not have been affecting on the final outcome, um, in the sense that, you know, of course, Taiwan would still have uh, won the match at least by, four, at least by 4-1. But uh, in the case Violet would have been able to get a dual win, then it would, or let's say it might matter, or might have mattered in the tiebreakers, um, if if they get into into such things with another team. But now it's just going to be a sad 5-0 start for Vietnam as a no-show happens, and Taiwan wins 5-0. And did I say actually that Taiwan won? Yeah, Taiwan won 4-1 last season against Vietnam in, I think, yeah, I mean it was in the group stage, and now a notch better of 5-0. And Pakshay lost him in the semi-final. Oh, well, Garufu has been just slaying everybody. Yeah, well, my assessment might not have been as let's say friendly of of him, given that given his success in the nationals overall, it seems. But I mean, t- today I I'm still gonna say that he was not. I mean, he was definitely not on his prime level here. There was, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of stuff that Korofu could have done differently, which could have affected majorly on the outcomes. But well, nonetheless, at least it is a win for win for Thailand. So at least Korofu doesn't need to feel bad in that sense. So congratulations to both teams Thailand and Team Taiwan for a strong start to the season of 4-1 win over Malaysia, with Thailand and Taiwan taking a full 5-0 swoop against Vietnam, which is going to place them both at a strong first and second position in the group. And Vietnam and Malaysia, they're going to have interesting time in the upcoming next 2 weeks, as they are going to have to fight fight harder and stronger and better against their future opponents in order to reach the top two. Now, a reminder of the format that the top two of each group, so Group A and Group B, are going to qualify for the semi-finals, and then the semi-finals, or the knockout stage, is gonna be a single elimination bracket, so not much room for mistakes in there. Uh, as mentioned earlier, we have tomorrow also two matches: Australia, Hong Kong at 1100 UTC, and Japan, China 2 hours 2 hours after that at 1300 UTC, and we will be streaming them both. So be sure to hop in tomorrow as well if you have the extra time. For now, this will be the conclusion of this stream. Once again, congratulations to today's winners. I kind of sound like a lottery host. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking all the way until the end, and I'm glad to have seen you in such vast numbers and with such high enthusiasm on the engagement. I will be seeing you tomorrow with the two more matches of the Asian Cup with Australia, Hong Kong, and Japan, China. Bye for now.